You asked, but he was. He was a dub though, right? Before this happened. Defendant Gutierrez said, yeah, he stopped dealing with him, but I don't. He was a dub. What does a dub mean in this context? That Polo was a dub. That Polo was no longer 9 Trey. He was no good. Play excerpt 33G. May we play this several times? Let's go back and take this. Even though it's a short clip, let's take it in some small chunks. That shit don't stop. What did you understand that to mean? If you don't know, you don't know. I don't know. The beginning of that, Defendant Gutierrez says, if I gotta kill him, fuck it. What does that mean? If I have to kill him, fuck it. He mean he's going to kill Polo. He come up here, I'm fucking with him. That's what's up. What did you understand that to mean? If he comes up there, he's gonna fuck him up. He's gonna kill him. I'm not going to try and get away with it. I'm not going to stop. He doesn't care whether he's not trying to get away from the police. He wants them to know that he did it. I'm saying if he crossed my path, he crossed my path. If he comes to that jail, then he comes to that jail. I'm not going to let that ride. I'm going to just stab you. I'm going to do it. You're going to die. Yeah, Polo, he's not letting the fact that he killed Baby Red to be okay. He's going to kill him. Defendant Gutierrez? Yes. Let's go to excerpt 33H, as in hotel. There's a portion in there where Defendant Gutierrez says, they're going to be like, stop, and I'm not going to listen. Who is he talking about? The police, while he's killing Polo. He's talking about the police beating him. And when you are referring to the police here, you're referring to the correctional officers inside the prison. Yes. The last line there is, he in my world now. What do you take that to mean? He's in the prison system. That's Magoo's world. That blood runs prison. Let's go to 33I. After Defendant Gutierrez describes all this, you said, that's a whole new charge, right? Mm-hmm. What did you mean by that? Mean like that's a new charge? The police is going to charge you with something else. Like a new crime? Yeah. And Defendant Gutierrez said, I ain't going to give him like a clean shot. What did you understand that to mean? It means that I'm going to torture him. He's not just going to die right there. Defendant Gutierrez in there said, I'm going to set an example of how you do it. Can you explain that? Do you want to listen to it again? Yeah. Play 33I again, please. Who does Defendant Gutierrez set examples for? Set an example for? I think he said, make an example out of him. Yeah. Make an example for other people, don't you? Right. So other people know not to mess with him. Let's go to 33J. This is a very noisy part of the conversation, isn't it? Yeah, a little bit. You heard this recording. Do you remember this part of the conversation? Yeah. What was Defendant Gutierrez talking about in substance here? He had to send some more 9 Trey homies to Baby Red's house after she was murdered to get all, like, pictures, letters, anything that connected her to UBN and 9 Trey. He sent them in there to get all of that stuff out of her house. Your Honor, this actually might be a sensible place for a break. I was hoping you'd say that. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a 15-minute break until 3 o'clock. Miss Starr, did you travel to New York State to visit Defendant Baxton on March 11, 2016? Yes. And did you, in fact, get into the visiting area and talk to Defendant Baxton? I know it's one time that I did. Well, I'm not sure of that date, though. Was there a time when you got in to talk to Defendant Baxton, but you were not able to get the recording equipment in? Do you remember that incident? Yes. On that trip, were you, and I'm not talking about law enforcement here, were you accompanied by someone? Yes. Who were you with? Bianca, which is Lady Guns. And who is Lady Guns? Bianca Harrison. And tell me about Bianca Harrison. She has the high for 9 Trey. She's under Magoo, and her boyfriend is Guns, who has the high under Frank White. Do you know Guns' real name? DJ. Do you know any more of his names? I do not. Do you know if DJ has a job? Yes. He worked for the United States Postal Service. But he was a high for the 9 Trey gangsters. Correct. And what was the area or region that he had some influence over? The 252 area, like Greenville, Jacksonville, places like that, over that way, the eastern part of North Carolina. Now, I noticed you used an area code to refer to that. Is that something you do, for yourself? Or is that the way that you would talk about an area within the Blood Nation? You use the area code for the UBN. Each area code is in a different district. So there will be an area code or there will be a district for area code 704? Right. Did you know Guns or DJ to be involved in criminal activities? Yes. Can you tell us about that? They sold drugs over there. Do you know what kind? Weed. Love Boat, I believe is what it's called, but... Did you say Love Boat? Yeah, boat. But it's embalming fluid. They dip their cigarettes in embalming fluid that you would put a dead body in. They dip it. And smoke it? Yeah. And it gives you some kind of high? Yes. Why did you make this trip to go see Defendant Baxton with Lady Guns? And I'm sorry, let me preface that. Did you know Lady Guns' government name or real name? Bianca. Do you know Bianca's last name? Harrison, I believe. Why did you make this trip with Bianca Harrison? I had been asked to. By who? The FBI. So that's the real reason you made the trip with Bianca Harrison. Right. But as far as the people, as far as Bianca Harrison was concerned, why did you make the trip with her? Objection. Asked and answered. Not as to Bianca Harrison. Overruled. You may answer the question. Oh, I can answer? You may answer. Yes, you may. Okay. We were going to see about starting a council in North Carolina to try and get everything straight. Kind of like they had a council for blood in New York. We were trying to start one in North Carolina. And what would have been the point of that council? To kind of put order, rank order to it. In addition to Lady Guns, Bianca Harrison, have you talked about this idea with any other people? We talked about it with Frank White, and I don't want to say, I don't remember. I don't want to say that I did. I don't remember who it was. Okay, I know I talked about it with Frank White. It was a long time ago, right? Correct. And when you went in to see Defendant Baxton, without going into details, what happened to your recording equipment? They made me take it back to the car. They wouldn't allow me to bring it in. Permission to approach? You may. Miss Starr, would you look at that document that I just handed you? You can take it out of the envelope if that would make it easier. Okay, yeah. Do you recognize this document? Yeah, it's a kite from Frank White. You said it's a kite from Frank White? Yeah. Were you given that document by Frank White on March 11, 2016? Yes. Is it in substantially the same condition as it was when you were first given it? Yes. Move to admit, Your Honor. What's the exhibit number? 1, and there's a digital copy in 1A. Hearing no objections, 1 and 1A will be admitted and may be published. Thank you, Your Honor. Permission to stand while I do this, Your Honor? The document camera, that's fine. And permission to publish? Yes, I already said this. 1A is being published, right? I'm actually working from the Elmo, so this is Exhibit 1 on the Elmo. Oh, Miss Starr, are you able to read that document at all? I know it's a little difficult. It's blurry. Honestly, would it be easier if I just handed it to you? Yeah. May I do that, Your Honor? And if we could, with permission, Your Honor, I'd like to publish the digital version 1A so we can try to follow along. Yes, that would be fine. So, Miss Starr, you've seen we've done a blow-up on the first paragraph of your computer screen. So please read from whichever document is easier for you to read. Polo set me out at least every 2 weeks. As soon as I heard he started fucking with Snake, I went mad. I went mad until I heard Dark okayed it. Then when Polo took $450 from you, I cut him off. I never accepted no money or gifts over my bond with you. And let's just leave that up for a moment. If I may ask you, what does the word dark in the third line refer to? S.I. Do you know what name at the beginning of the first line or who Snake refers to? I do not. If we could close this pop-out, Do you recall who this letter was supposed to go to? Magoo, but I don't want to speculate. I can't remember. You don't remember? Yeah. That's fine. Can we blow up the middle paragraph? I'll ask you that same question again after you read the whole thing. Mm-hmm. I told you about B Money. Also, PB, Santana, and you disregarded. Now your smart ass is hugged up with another snake named Arlene, whose name is caught up with all kinds of shit. I stopped Polo from killing Dark because of what Arlene told Polo. You're not behaving like a smart mind. Communicate with me and you will learn more. I love you, stay grown. Nori can't write a correct sentence, but he's on the line. We are grown and we must behave grown.